Hey there, Lydia here, and this is the second video in our Young Living Comp Plan 101 series. In the first video, we went over the basic terms like level, legs, OGV, PGV, PV, and then also sponsor and roller, just making sure that we were completely on the same page about understanding things like rank and rank qualifications and strategies with regards to developing and growing your business. So our focus in this video is to talk about those individual rank qualifications, starting at distributor and going all the way through to Royal Crown Diamond, and then we'll look at some rank examples so that you can get a sense of the importance of having a strategy when you are growing your business, because it's very easy to have the right volume amount, but to not have the right placement amount to rank up to the next level. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first starting rank that everyone starts at is distributor. And that basically means you have less than 500 OGV in your organization. Now, granted, it could be just you right now, or it could be you and a neighbor, or you and a friend, someone that you signed up, and you're at distributor level, and that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. The levels that you'd be paid on would be on levels 1 and 2, so that means the person right below you, so directly beneath you, and then the person directly beneath them. Those would be the levels on which you are paid as a distributor. Then we get into star, senior star, and executive. When you're at star, you're at that 500 OGV, so you've hit that marker. Then at senior star, the volume goes up, you're at 2000 OGV, and then it doubles to 4000 OGV at the executive level. When you look at silver, gold, and platinum, silver is actually going to be the first place where you're going to see this PGV requirement. PGV shows up. So if you remember, we said PGV is at personal generation volume, and that means outside of anyone in your organization that's at a silver or above, they're not counted towards your volume. You have to have 1000 OGV, if you will, outside of those other legs. So that's your PGV. So from silver on up, you're going to see that 1000 PGV requirement. So at silver, you're at 10,000 OGV. At gold, you're at 35,000 OGV. And at platinum, you're at 100,000 OGV. And then it just continues on up from there, because when you're getting into diamond, crown diamond, and royal crown diamond, that's when you're seeing 250,000 OGV for the diamond level. 3 times that gets you to crown diamond with 750,000 OGV, and then you double that to go from crown diamond to royal crown diamond, so 1.5 million OGV. So when you are seeing or hearing about folk who are at a particular rank level and they're saying that they're just trying to rank up and it seems like it's stalling or it's taking a while, just think about the fact that it's not just something you walk into and you're ranking up. It really does take a lot of time, strategy, effort, and work to move even from distributor to star in many cases. So wherever you are rank wise, be proud of it, because you really did have to put forth some sort of effort to get to where you are, right? So now we've talked about the organizational volume. We're going to look at an additional requirement for ranking up, and this plays into the executive level and above, and it's the idea of legs. Okay, so when we talk about these legs, you don't have to worry about legs when you're at the star level or at the senior star level. It's simply driven by volume. Okay, but once you hit executive, that's when you need to have not only 4000 OGV to your organization or to your business, but you also have to have 2 of your legs that are underneath you at 1000 OGV. What that means is this. So let's say this is you, right? And underneath you have 3 people, okay? And let's say this person over here is at 2,500 for themselves, and for the people underneath them, they're at 2,500. And then you have this person here who's at 750, and this individual here who's also at 750, okay? Now total, when you total these together, 750, 750, 2500, that is 4,000. So the 4,000 OGV mark is met. However, you would be sitting at senior star. Why? Because you only have one leg that qualifies for this 2 legs at 1,000 mark. So unless one of these two guys comes up, guys or gals comes up, then you will be sitting at senior star. Okay, so this is where the strategy, the laying out and figuring out how you're going to assign and place people is really starting to key in. Okay, so you may easily have 2 people underneath you who are just super jazzed and they just rock it off and you make it to executive just because of those 2 individuals and they're just growing. Okay, but then let's look at what happens when you're at silver. Okay, so when you're at silver, gold, and platinum, then you're dealing with 2 legs at 4,000. Then at gold, yes, it's the 35,000 OGV. You also have 1,000 of that PGV outside of your, for anyone that's ranking executive or lower. But then you have to have 3 legs at 6,000. At platinum, you need to have 4 legs at 8,000. In addition to this 100,000 OGV, in addition to having 1,000 PGV. So all these different pieces are coming into play. Next up, when we look at diamond, crown diamond, and royal crown, it continues on. Okay, so at diamond level, you have 5 legs in order for you to reach diamond. 5 legs at 15,000. So that's like having the equivalent of 5 silvers underneath you. Okay, because you have 15,000, you're at silver level. Then at crown diamond, you have 6 legs that are at 20,000. So it's like having 6 people underneath you who are at the level of silver progressing towards gold. And then when you reach royal crown diamond, that is 6 legs at 35,000. So it's like having 6 people underneath you all at gold level. That doesn't just magically happen because, again, like we said, like we're seeing, even to reach the executive level takes some level of strategy, planning, execution. Okay, which then brings us to the point of looking at what levels you're then paid on. So when you are starting off as a distributor, you're paid on your first and your second levels. So that means the person that's right underneath you and the person underneath them. Those are the 2 levels you're paid on. Depending on how many months they've been within your group or been part of your group, the percentage will be in flux, but you're looking at standard of 8% and 5% for levels 1 and 2 respectively. Then when you get into star, senior star, and executive, you're then starting to go deeper and deeper into the levels in terms of where and how you're paid. If you're remembering from the levels video, or from the basic terms video when we talked about levels, it's based on how many degrees of separation, if you will, that person is underneath you to create those levels. So levels 1 through 3 are paid out at the star level. For senior star, levels 1 through 4, and executive is levels 1 through 5. So when you're reaching executive, there's been these 2 pieces in play of the 4,000 OGV. You have the 2 legs at 1,000 each, and as a result, you're now given access to that 5th level of payout, which is pretty cool. Then it gets even better because when you're looking at silver, gold, and platinum, this is where it starts to get really crazy, guys. I mean, just even as I was mapping this out and working the numbers, I'm going, this is nuts. Okay, so if you're at the silver level, right, you're getting paid on levels 1 through 5. So that means you're getting 8% for level 1, 5% for level 2, 4% for levels 3, 4, and 5. So it's 8, 5, 4, 4, 4. Then you're also getting paid on what's called generations. And generations are anyone who's underneath you, so anyone who's in your downline that's at the rank of silver and above. So you're paid on the first level set of silvers and above underneath you, and then underneath them, anyone who's directly underneath them who is reaching the rank of silver or above, you're also paid on. Okay, and so there's a percentage that comes out for that of generations 2 and 3. Then we were looking at personal generation. That's anyone who isn't at the rank of silver yet. Okay, so that's anyone who's at executive, senior star, star level, distributor level. You're getting paid a percentage of that. So you're not only getting paid on their levels in terms of how far below they are from you, you're also getting paid a percentage of group volume for those individuals that are at silver and above, and then another percentage on the people who aren't yet at silver and who are executive and below. So you're getting paid 3 times over at silver level. And then you even get into this idea of shares, which is just nuts. And just, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so then when you're looking at gold, same thing happens again. So you're looking at levels 1 through 5, you're getting an 85444 breakdown. Then with generations 2 through 4, that means that if there's 4 people underneath you in terms of, or 3 people underneath you. So person right underneath you is a silver. Then you get paid a percentage of that. Then the person underneath them, that's a gold, for example, you get paid a percentage of that as a generation. And then the person underneath the gold who happens to be a silver, you get paid a percentage of that as well. So regardless of how far down they are, they could be 8 levels down from you, you'll be paid on those individuals who are silver and above because they're part of your generation set. Okay, and then you still have the personal generation percentage that comes into play, because that's for anyone who's at executive or below. Nuts. Okay, and it continues on with platinum, levels 1 through 5, generations 2 through 5, along with that personal generation bonus, or bonus, I should say, percentage. Although to me, at that point, anything you give me just feels like a bonus. It's just all this and oils too. Awesome. Okay, and then when we look at diamond, that's when you have levels 1 through 5, always with levels 1 through 5 for diamond and above. Generations 2 through 6 on diamonds, along with that personal generation percentage. Crown diamond 1 through 5, then you're looking at generations 2 through 7 with the personal generation percentage. And royal crown is levels 1 through 5, generations 2 through 8. There's a split in terms of how much is paid out percentage wise between levels 2 through 7 and then on 8. And then there's a personal generation percentage as well, which honestly is, like I said, just absolutely maddening to me. Okay, because let's see, even on top of this, there is a bonus piece that comes. It's a leadership bonus, and that kicks in at silver and above. So that's the reason why you'll hear and see a lot of programs and planners like Game Plan, which is absolutely amazing, and it talks about reaching the rank of silver, because once you hit silver, once you get to this bad boy right here, that is hashtag game changer. Okay, so not only are you going out to the retreat in Utah, but you're also in the place where you can set it up as a willable income. You're going to be paid out on your 5 levels, 2 generations, personal generation, and leadership bonus. It's just crazy. Okay, so that is, if you're starting off, silver is where you want to have as your goal. Okay, so let's also just do a quick breakdown here, a quick look at the importance of having yourself set up and not think that this just magically happens by chance. Okay, so let's say that this is you, and thinking about what we said with the rank qualifications, you could be here and you could have underneath you someone who's at a silver. Okay, let's say that they're at 10,000 for their OGV, and you could have a person over here who is at 50. I know, sounds crazy, but let's just say that happens. You are not going to automatically roll up even to the executive level. You, my friend, are at senior star level, because you do not have 2 people underneath you who are 2 legs underneath you that are at 1,000 or above. So you have to do your own work, and you have to do your own strategizing to make best benefit of your organization as you're growing it. Okay, and think about it, senior star, you're only paid on what, levels 1 through 4, right? So in the next video, we're going to talk about the bonuses and rewards that come into play, so then we can talk more about strategies and growing. Hope this helps. See you in the next video.